Hi, this is Drew with Daniels Ag Services with your morning report. Grain markets finished up mixed yesterday. You had corn and wheat trading lower while soybeans finished up slightly higher. Beans are lower this morning and corn is slightly higher. One of the things that the trade's taking a look at right now is the conflicting information from private analysts as opposed to what the USDA came out with. Private analysts are showing higher yields and higher production for corn and soybeans than the USDA showed. They've had some boots in the field, and they're thinking that the production and yield is going to be higher than the USDA. So the trade's trying to figure out who to believe as far as that's concerned. One thing that's interesting to note is the USDA used 5-year weight averages for both soybean pods and corn ears. So that's interesting because the last 3 years were drought years. Granted, 2009 was a great growing year, but we also had a 50-year drought last year, and 3 out of the 5 years they're using as a drought. So since they used that 5-year average, a lot in the trade are thinking that due to that, the ear and pod weights are going to be higher this year due to the cooler growing season, some better rains. Granted, some of the western corn belt is drier right now. They're expected to receive some rains. The forecast came out yesterday producing more rains for the western corn belt. So a lot in the trade are thinking, that 5-year average is probably a little low, and that yield and production and in turn ending stocks should end up being higher. So as noted, some of the western corn belt is expected to receive some better rains. Also, it's supposed to heat up a little bit as well, so that's going to be much better for crop development. You got some areas in Iowa, I think, that are in the 40s this morning, so definitely needs some more heat to further along crop development. So other than that, that's all we've got today, and have a great day.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by a Daniels Ag Services broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Ag Services, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors, such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore, investors should understand the risks involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielsagservices.com. Daniels Ag Services is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Ag Services does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services.